Hi, everybody. Welcome again. I hope again everybody is doing fine and is getting more and more energized as days going by. So, lots of people must have been doing the breathing. Lots of people must have been doing the focused breathing on the chakras as mentioned. And I see lots of people are also asking for lots of questions these days concerning the chakras, what's happening. Some people doesn't understand what's going on in their own lives, and lots of people are asking different type of question which is coming up now, which is a very good thing, because everybody who is in the spiritual path can understand that there are different type of things or different kind of feelings, problems, internal certain things which you can't explain. So it is good that we're going to come to this subject on this channel and explain a bit more in depth of what's happening to all different type of people, or just a general subject of what's going on. Try to understand when the spiritual body is trying to have an awakenings, different sort of awakenings that the higher self wants to show itself. What happens in that case? The body starts experiencing very much discomfort. Example again, from the, let's go on a timeline of our life, from the time we have consciousness, or we have a knowledge, or we have understanding of ourselves, that now I have to do this, or I have to do this, focus somewhere in my life of doing certain things. So each time in my life I have been focusing on certain things, like my education, my life, my studies, my family. Everything had been a focus for a certain period of time until I myself attained that goal of life. So each time in my life I've attained whatever I have, my studies, then my marriage, for example, then again I go to my job, then my promotion. In the same way, our spiritual body, which is there, it is just existing in this body. But let's understand that this spiritual body also has a kind of evolution. It comes from one stage to the other stage to the other. This is why people cannot understand most of the time what is happening. Most of the people will say, but I'm having awakenings without even having, like a prayer. I'm a non-believer of God, for example. I don't believe in energies, but still that person is having a kind of awakenings. But why? The answer is very simple, is because the body, or the spiritual body, is coming into a kind of wavelength which is making it operate, or maybe making it vibrate at the same level, so that spiritual body is trying to align itself with the vibration that is there. So this person is not doing any prayer, this person is not religious, this person is not spiritual, but yet he feels a discomfort. That is the reason why the discomfort is coming, because it is aligned with certain kind of music. When you go back, you will try to check, you will see either it is some kind of music, it is some kind of people that you're with all the time, or is it certain kind of thing that you're watching, a kind of images that you're watching, that is pushing that spiritual body to that level of vibration, and things are starting to happen within you which you cannot explain. This is awakenings. So awakenings can be in so many different ways. Like, people sit and meditate. Some people can sit or just listen to kind of music, like I just said. So many things are there to activate that awakenings. Now, people who really is looking to go towards the awakening, or who is the higher self, they start practicing it in a very acute and very focused manner, meaning that they go and they start listening to the breath, like I showed you, the breathing that we do, the meditation that we come to do according to the chakras, listening to kind of mantras if you want to. This type of thing will activate the spiritual body and make it become very, very, very subtle, in the sense that it will start going out of the normal comfort zone in which we are living. What is the comfort zone? Comfort zone is I wake up, I feel good, I eat, I sleep. This is the comfort zone only for the human body. But the spiritual body is not getting the food. So when the food starts happening, it is like an egg. It starts breaking that egg and the chick will come out. When this happens, the physical body goes through a lot of uncomfort, if I can put it. Very uncomfortable. Uncomfortable because it starts getting irritated, it gets angry, he doesn't like the family around him, he doesn't like friends around him. He finds himself most of the time trying to be very lonely, speaking less, being antisocial, not being social at all, in the sense, not being social, just that, not being social, very, very, very personal, do his work but still be very personal, and at the same time very uncomfortable inside. Uncomfortable in the sense that he is not feeling good. Everything that he had for, let's say, today he's 30 years of age, everything that was good today is not good. He's really, this chakra here starts playing game. The third chakra starts giving him very strong emotion, which is all negative. This person is definitely going to the phase of awakenings. This is what awakenings are all about. When you're breaking out of your comfort zone, then you will see, like if it is in a family, the husband, wives are no more good because the direction in which both are seeing are not more the same. One lady actually asked for that question, so a bit of that answer. Plus we have a very close friend of ours who is going through a lot of these awakenings. He knows who I'm speaking about. So these are the things that has to be monitored, and people has to guide the person properly of how to handle that, because it becomes very, very difficult to handle it on his own, especially when people around him doesn't understand what happens. Then he becomes more irritated and he gets frustrated, he gets angry, everything which is completely on the opposite of him starts happening to him. Then that person it becomes very difficult to handle. In fact, it's not him, it is the spiritual body that has become very uncomfortable living with his surrounding or his environment. That type of person needs to be very much alone for a certain time. He needs to be understood better than he should be understood by his surrounding, his family, his people, and that will try and make him rise better. But then this is also a very long process, because it can, in some people it can take 6 months, some people it takes years and years. That's why the guidance there is very important. Someone who knows about spirituality can teach him how to go through this. And it won't be easy. As I said, an awakening process is never an easy process. A lot of people feel, I feel awakened. It's a very big thing. Yeah, it is. It is very good. You don't feel so many feelings no more. But at the same time, it is a very, very, very hard and tough process to go before it comes to that stage of awakening. This is why people needs to have better guidance, because in certain cases it can be dropped, in certain cases it needs to be accelerated. For this you need proper guidance. Don't just do, some people feel when this is happening they try to meditate more, and then that worsen the case. There is a certain stage where it needs to be really canalized, because there is something which is called the Kundalini energy, which we will speak to about this in another time. That energy becomes very, very active. The chakras itself starts rotating in a different way. This is the reason the person himself no more understands who I am. and he starts having doubt whether I am acting good or am I becoming a bad person or what is happening. This is the signs of strong awakenings, or the beginning of awakenings also becomes like that. Most people try to say, see, he's changed a lot, or he's become this, or the other one would say, now see, that person is no more the same. Before he was so social person, now he's become so quiet, or he speaks roughly, or he can just shout at you, or become. This is not the thing. You have to understand the person. But unfortunately, our surrounding, our family hasn't experienced that, so they don't know how to express the different characters of the person. On top of that, the person himself doesn't know what is happening to him. That is the biggest of the problem. But anyway, if you need guidance on this, we are very much open to go and show you how to canalize this energy and bring it to a certain level of uh, sustainability where you can really sustain it within yourself by not harming others. But it will become like that. You will make mistakes, a lot of mistakes, because the spiritual body is trying to look the right way to meet the creator. Thank you very much for now. Don't forget to write, and as I said, we are here to guide you. So until the next one, thank you very much for now, and bye. Awaiting more reply and answers, questions, sorry, from you guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.